In this video, we're going to look at the cylinder. Now, the cylinder is the first of three shapes that contain circles. So we do have a curved edge, which is quite interesting. We'll talk about that in a moment. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of is that the cylinder is a circle from the top, which gives us that round angle here, but it's also square from the side. So if you look at cylinder dead on the side, it actually looks like a square. So we need to be mindful that it actually has a flatness to it as well. So what I'm going to do is just show you our grid. So we're still keeping in mind our light source. We do that for everything. So our lightest surface is at the top. Now what I want you to notice is how I've numbered the sides here. Now our color change or tonal change is in a linear sense. So it changes and gradually becomes lighter over the lines. So although I've created lines here, we do have a tonal change, but what I want you to be mindful of is that area in which it is dark, medium and light. So because our light source is from the top, from the left and slightly forward, we have the lightest strip here. It gradually blends into a 2, and then 3 is opposite to our light source. What I want you to bear in mind is that flat surface, so we're going to keep our pencil line nice and straight for the sides, and you're going to really experiment with how to get that tonal change. Now, later on we might look at how material affects how we shade things. So if you're shading something that's very shiny, these lines will be very strong, but if you are shading something that's kind of fuzzy or soft, then the line will be really gradual in how it changes. So I'm just going to grab my line drawing. Here we go. And again, as I said, it's kind of got the square side. I'm going to keep that straight. So I've got my straight shading and I'm going to bring it across. Again, you can experiment with leaving an area blank if you don't want to do any shading on it. So I'm just going to bring that across. And as I go along, I'm actually just releasing my pencil more so it doesn't have pressure. I'm going to stop there and just do a little bit on the other side. So I've got a bit of a blank bit here. So you're welcome to fill it in completely, make it into a 1, or you can just leave it blank. Then I'm going back to my beginning again, bringing it over, applying a bit of pressure. This is my second layer, so I'm going to bring it over a bit further. I would say I'm just going to bring this back into shot so you can see. I would say to about there, that's my second, and then I'm going to do a third one. So making sure you get all those little gaps. And you should start seeing the cylinder become far more 3D. Now, if you wish, and you've got a certain type of pencil, you can go and do a 4th or a 5th, for example. And that should really enhance that curve. So give that a go. Remember, with the cylinder, we do have straight sides, yet we do have that curve. So keeping your pencil direction straight, but making sure we have a gradient or a tonal change going on.